In the shadows of our political landscape, a select group of influential figures, including prominent names like Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, quietly maneuvers the gears of government decision-making. Their substantial control raises critical questions about the very essence of democratic representation and who truly holds power in our society. As we delve deeper into this narrative, it's evident that the military-industrial complex thrives on prolonged conflicts, spurring a cycle that steadily erodes individual liberties. This unfolding phenomenon complicates our ability to hold elected leaders accountable, distorting the very nature of governance. The era of Trump marked a significant upheaval in the established political order, as he boldly resisted the influence wielded by elites from both major parties. His unconventional approach raises pressing concerns about the possibility of genuine change if systemic reform remains elusive. Meanwhile, the intricate relationship between politicians and defense contractors perpetuates a relentless cycle of war advocacy, often disregarding the overwhelming public desire for peace. This troubling dynamic provokes a crucial inquiry into the mechanisms of accountability that govern decision-making in our government. Amidst this turmoil, a growing number of Americans express fatigue over endless military engagements, championing diplomatic solutions as preferable alternatives to hasty military responses. This shift in public sentiment underscores a broader yearning for responsible and empathetic leadership. As we reflect on history, it's important to realize that warnings about the military-industrial complex are not a recent phenomenon. Leaders in power must be cognizant of the long-term ramifications their decisions regarding warfare carry, shaping the very fabric of our society. Examining Biden's debate performance during the 2020 election in comparison to his current state reveals a disheartening transformation over a brief span. Observers have noted a notable decline in his abilities and presence, prompting further scrutiny of his leadership. Public empathy towards Biden's challenges often clashes with the relentless political ridicule that permeates discourse. This stark trend reflects a broader lack of compassion that undermines the dignity of political discussion in our contemporary society. The ongoing narrative surrounding Biden and his family, particularly Hunter Biden, serves as a distraction from the crucial issues facing everyday Americans. Economic hardships and failures within our education system frequently fade into the background, while media attention remains fixated on sensational stories. Transitioning to a more personal note, the speaker reflects on their early political career, detailing their roles in Hawaii's local government and the Congress, all while maintaining an independent mindset. These formative experiences significantly shaped their future political outlook. In a pivotal moment of integrity, the speaker made the difficult decision to resign from the DNC in 2016, voicing concerns about the party's leadership and the integrity of the electoral process, especially regarding Hillary Clinton's candidacy. This choice underscored their unwavering commitment to truth. During their impactful speech at CAC in 2022, the speaker emphasized the urgent need for unity and shared values that transcend political affiliations. This moment showcased their evolving relationship with conservative audiences, illustrating a complex dialogue in our political discourse. Amidst this political landscape, conservatives often express nostalgia for the traditional liberal values once championed by leaders like John F. Kennedy. This longing highlights a significant ideological shift within the Democratic Party and often enters discussions about political identity. The video further explores the Democratic Party's efforts to reshape the Supreme Court, stirring apprehension regarding potential overreach and underscoring the necessity of checks and balances within our government. This ongoing tension between political parties reflects a fragmented system. The hurdles faced by independent candidates, such as RFK, illuminate the formidable challenges of navigating the entrenched two-party system. The video outlines how the current political landscape complicates the emergence of viable third-party alternatives, leaving many voters feeling disenfranchised. In recent times, the increasing dysfunction within Congress has hindered the ability of lawmakers to forge relationships and achieve meaningful legislative goals, a stark contrast to more collaborative efforts in previous years. This shift has resulted in growing frustrations among those tasked with governing. Simultaneously, there's a noticeable trend where individuals now prioritize political rhetoric over collaborative initiatives aimed at resolving pressing issues. This shift signifies a broader disengagement from what once constituted meaningful dialogue. Among the younger demographics, particularly Gen Z, there is an alarming decline in engagement concerning political issues. This disconnection hints at a growing distance from the political processes that determine their future. The discussion now pivots to parents' concerns regarding gender participation in sports, especially as they weigh the implications of biological males competing in female events. This issue has mobilized many families to advocate for essential change. The proposed legislation raises significant threats to free speech, empowering the government to oversee and regulate information platforms. This trend prompts profound questions about who ultimately controls access to information and the expression of ideas. Drawing historical parallels to current policies, we see echoes of past violations of civil liberties, particularly referencing the controversial Patriot Act. This comparison serves as a reminder of the need for vigilance in safeguarding our fundamental freedoms. As the presence of foreign-owned social media platforms increases, concerns mount regarding their potential threats to Western interests. This issue also invites scrutiny over the narratives these platforms curate for their users. The conversation around legislation that restricts information sources raises crucial debates about individual freedom, illustrating the delicate balance that must be struck between safety and censorship within a democratic society. Parents articulate their apprehensions surrounding TikTok's influence on children, drawing attention to the urgent need for discussions about privacy, responsibility, and the implications of social media on youth development. Varying interpretations of events presented on social media versus traditional news outlets can lead to public confusion and erode trust in journalism. The lag in reporting essential information adds yet another layer of concern. The FBI's ambiguous statements regarding a recent incident further cloud public understanding, underscoring the difficulties in effective official communication during crises. This lack of clarity can spur speculation and give rise to conspiracy theories. Analyzing the political ramifications of this coverage raises significant questions about media integrity and the potential exploitation of events to sway public perception. The narrative that emerges can profoundly shape political discourse and influence voter sentiments. Diving into the realm of faith, the notion of divine intervention is examined, deliberating whether it played a role in Trump's unexpected resilience and its implications for ongoing political conversations. This exploration injects an intriguing layer of complexity into our discourse. Furthermore, the evolving relationship between the Democratic Party and religion is scrutinized, revealing a shift from inclusivity to a more adversarial stance against religious beliefs. This transformation significantly impacts the political landscape and voter alignment. Concerns are raised regarding the consequences of erasing religious references from public life, beckoning a deeper examination of the broader implications for freedom of religion and the foundational values upon which the nation was built. This topic ignites substantial societal debate. The historical context surrounding religious authority is illuminated through the story of William Tyndale, whose groundbreaking efforts to centralize biblical interpretation challenged the entrenched power of religious leaders. His pioneering translation endeavors marked a revolutionary moment in history. As we critique today's leadership, a concerning narrative emerges, highlighting a perceived incompetence among those in power. This lingering perception influences public trust and poses pressing questions about the qualities we seek in our leaders. The concept of yogurt lid moments offers a poignant illustration of disillusionment, capturing the moment when individuals come to terms with the fallibility of once revered figures. This awareness fosters a more realistic perspective on leadership and authority. Interestingly, a diverse array of backgrounds, from stay-at-home parents to corporate executives, can contribute meaningfully to public service when driven by an authentic sense of purpose. Such varied experiences enrich the political landscape and inspire collective action. While barriers to access in politics remain, it's noteworthy that the qualifications to run for office are surprisingly minimal. This reality underscores the necessity of passion and motivation over traditional credentials, inviting broader participation in our democracy. Ultimately, voter participation emerges as a cornerstone for effecting change, yet many citizens still abstain from casting their votes, negatively impacting both local and national leadership. Engagement and informed decision-making stand as vital responsibilities of citizenship. The phenomenon of political leaders vocally championing equity while their actions often betray this commitment raises profound questions about authenticity and accountability. This dissonance is becoming increasingly transparent to the public. In this age of heightened scrutiny, the role of social media in exposing political inconsistencies has transformed visibility significantly. This shift has made it increasingly difficult for leaders to conceal their failures from the public eye. The debate surrounding parental rights in education has emerged as a pivotal issue, with many parents fearing that the government is overreaching into their children's upbringing. This concern encapsulates wider anxieties about the balance between state control and family autonomy. Reflecting on Donald Trump's unexpected rise to the presidency in 2016, one observes the lack of adequate preparations faced by his administration. This reality underscores the obstacles encountered by new leaders when confronted with unforeseen events. Criticism has also been leveled against media portrayals of Project 2025, with claims that they misrepresent the core values of conservatism. This critique prompts a vital conversation about the media's role in shaping public perceptions and political narratives. Concerns continue to mount regarding Kamala Harris's suitability as a presidential candidate, fueled by skepticism surrounding her past actions and political commitments. This apprehension raises significant questions about her effectiveness as a leader. In the realm of sports, Democratic leaders have remained largely silent about the participation of biological males in women's competitions, igniting concerns about fairness and safety within these arenas. Their reticence signals a significant issue that demands attention. Ultimately, the speaker underscores the critical need for leaders who prioritize truth and the welfare of women in sports above their political ambitions. This lack of integrity poses a troubling challenge in our quest for equitable representation. Through their commitment to truth, the speaker aspires to inspire others, emphasizing the transformative power of voting to yield positive change. Their mission remains steadfast: to serve, to empower, and to create a lasting impact on the world.